Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a flip through and not of this baby. This is the Scribbles That Matter B5 bullet planner. I don't remember if it released in 2017 or 18. I'm not sure, but I will double check that. I don't think it really matters. This was their first, actually I think it was like the first ever book that was named bullet planner. So it falls along the lines of a bullet journal / pre-printed planner because it is pre-printed. This was the only color that was offered. This was it, right? So I don't know how many people have seen it. Oh, let me see. See if I can find a blank page because I don't want to just put it all. Oh boy, I got further into this than I thought I did. Okay. This was the original layout, monthly. It had your monthly, it had your habit tracker. And then as far as the weeks went, you would get way far away from the monthly. You would get your weekly, which was timed. And you would get another, I don't know, set of weekly layouts or another weekly layout. So, and then you went back to like another time week. I don't have a lot of time sensitive things. So I had a hard time, as much as I love the concept, I had a hard time getting into it. And I did use it quite a bit. There were some weeks that were like crazy. And there were some weeks saying like, whoa. And there were weeks that were just not happening. There wasn't a ton of empty pages in the back. A lot of people had issues with it. A lot of people loved it for whatever, for different reasons. You know what? Let me adjust my ISO here because I think I'm looking. Give me a sec. Well, it is what it is. It's actually really gloomy and cloudy today. It's supposed to rain again, much like yesterday. So I can't control any of that. Anyways, so this was the original one and I liked it. I loved it to the point that I even started a Facebook group. Go figure. Specifically for the Scribbles That Matter bullet planner. So there were a lot of, because I used to be a part of another bullet journal Facebook group and there was very little mention of this, and the few people that had it, nobody was really getting ideas. It was just, I don't know, I felt compelled to make one, so I did. It's grown a little bit. It's not a huge group, it's a little group, but it's awesome and I love it. And we've gotten so much info and stuff on this thing, right? And it's not affiliated at all with the company, like at all. Oh, do you hear that? I live, not only do I live close to a school, I also live close to a small airfield, or not airfield, but a little airport, a little commercial one. And I live near a police station. I also live near In-N-Out, and it smells delicious when they're grilling onions. I'm just saying, if you know In-N-Out, you know. But I digress. So, Scribbles That Matter actually didn't ask to join my group until like a year after it had started. So they had zero involvement in my group. Even to this day, it's not like that. I'll explain later. Maybe, I don't know, who knows. But point being, so this was it for me. I used it as much as I could. I did love it. I mean, it's all grubby and stuff. And then they came up with the A5 bullet planner, and I've used that one consistently for the better part of this year. I would say we're, month 12? So I would say a solid 9 out of 12 months, which is ridiculous for me because I don't usually stay with one layout, but that one, it really worked for me. Anyways, so they decided that they were gonna revamp this baby. Of course, we're all excited. Woohoo! They ran into some problems with Amazon. And if you follow them on their Facebook page and their Instagram page, they mentioned what Amazon did. And they were kind enough to offer to send me one as a gift. Not in exchange for a review, not in exchange for running the group, because the group is mine. They have nothing at all to do with my group. In fact, whether they liked it or not, it didn't matter. I was still going to do it because people asked for it. Well, not really, but anyways. Oh, now I'm rambling. So they sent me one as a gift. And I have to say, I dig this. I really like the color. I like how, what's the word I'm looking for? Unobtrusive. Is that the word? We're gonna go with it. This is, as opposed to like how big it was here. The color is just bomb. It seems to be a hair smaller than the original B5. A hair, especially height-wise, you can actually see it there. But here's the thing. I don't know if this is because I actually used it, but this seems like it has a lot more pages than this. I don't know. I would double check on that. But just the fact that the edges of the pages are black or dark gray, whatever, as opposed to white, it just makes it that much sexier to me. I don't know. I love it. I feel like this is much more refined than this. So let's do a walkthrough on this baby, or a flip through, because I know that's what people really want to see. I actually haven't seen that many videos. Oh my god, just focus. I haven't seen that many videos on it on YouTube at all, really. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. You know what? Let me make some adjustments. I'll be right back. I don't know, is that a little bit better? We'll see. So it starts with just your basic, this book belongs to page. This is really hard cardstock. I enjoy this a lot. In fact, this is my usual layout, whereas the original one had this, and I kind of hated it because it didn't really give you room to do anything. So it was pointless, but I use this layout a lot because I do have a lot of things that are scheduled ahead of time. So I like being able to have the space to write that in. Already, boom, this is good for me. 2021. What I'm gonna do with these empty pages here? Not a freaking clue. None. Do I hate them? No. Does it make a difference to me that they're there? Not right now. Does it take away from the book? Not really. Will I be thankful that they're there when I figure out what I'm going to do with them? More than likely. So for now, they are what they are. I honestly don't know. This monthly layout is so much better to me because as I should have just had this bookmarked. As it was in the old one, if you had rather large writing or more than one thing happening, this is all the space you got. I mean, granted, you could have written it there, but then what's the point? It just didn't work. So having this, I do enjoy. This makes me happy. Not 100% happy because I am lazy as hell, and I wish that the dates were pre-printed. Because again, ugh. But I can work with it because, you know, I'll make my own dang stickers. So I can just make my own dang stickers and be extra lazy. I just like this. I like this layout. I think it has enough room for me. I think, yeah, this works. This works. I can see myself using this for possibly like a Happy Mail kind of list, you know? My thought on these two pages, which I like, having them there, this I do appreciate, is there's a really good chance I'm going to do my monthly budget and my tracker expense. Really good chance I'm going to do that because it works for me. You could also do monthly budget. You could do, I don't know, challenge. No, not challenges, because there's a reason why I'm not going to do challenges on this. Challenges on these two pages, but definitely this is going to be like my monthly budget thing. Then you have your weekly, which is similar but not. These seem to be the same sizes, so that's fine. I personally, as much as I wish I could be the kind of person that can do, oh, this is what I'm gonna do today. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work because my day is ever changing. So I usually just keep a very long list of to-dos, and when I get to them within that week, I will get to them within that week. So unless they're very, very time specific, do I ever put them under a specific day. So for me, this is fine. I kind of wish this was down here again like it was here, because the way that I made this work for me was I would write down meal plan down here. That worked for me. I don't know how I feel about having the meal plan all the way up there, but that's, you know, crazy brain. Let's see how I'm going to use this. Obviously stickers, because lazy. I'm gonna try and work with the timed, what is this called? I don't know. This is actually, this layout is very reminiscent of the Jibun Techo in the Hobonichi Cousin weekly view. So there's a really good chance I'm gonna do my habit trackers up here. That just, it's spacing wise, I don't have that many habits to track, and we don't get that anymore in the monthly like we did in the other B5, so I do need a space for that, and I think this is too much space for the little habit trackers that I need. So I'm gonna do my habit trackers right here. Possibly some deco, Erin Condren full boxes kind of a thing. Up here, I'm probably more than likely going to do specific day events kind of a thing. You know, when I know I have an Amazon delivery coming or something like that, it'll go up here. My trash days will go up here. That sort of a thing. You know, book releases, because I follow those for specific authors, or when I have a review deadline, they'll go up here as opposed to in the time thing, because I don't know what time I'm gonna get to it. It needs to happen on a specific date, so that's where it'll go. As far as down here, this is where I'm gonna do my to-do lists, because there's plenty of space. So that already, I'm golden. I like that. Now, right after that week, you get your 5 weeks per month, and I will touch on that. And then you get a whole bunch of blank pages, like 3 or 4, whatever. Okay. What I'm gonna do here. What can you do here? Here you can do lettering challenges, drawing challenges. Here you can do fitness challenges, which there's a really, really good chance I'm gonna do that here. What else can you do here? You can journal in these pages easily. You have plenty of space to journal. Add some pictures, add some washi, ephemera, whatever you feel like adding. And it's separated by week, so I don't mind that at all. I really don't. Let's say you have scheduled to go to, I don't know, Christmas tree shopping, right? So you have it in your schedule. You can journal about it here, and it's right there. I think this is a good idea, and it continues on like that. So here's where people had an issue that I've seen come up in my group. Not an issue, but just some months you have 5 weeks, great. Some months you have 6 weeks. So when it happens like that, and you only have 5 weekly pages, right? What do you do when it's 6 weeks? Here's the way I see it. I don't plan on a monthly view. I plan on a weekly view. I don't care if this is the 28th and this is the 31st. Did I do that math right? 28, 29? Oh, I did. Huh. I don't care. I don't care that this falls in the first week of the next month when you still have dates for the previous month. That makes no difference to me. What matters to me is this is Monday, this is Sunday. This is how I plan. In a week, not in a month. So whether it be a few days into the next month or not, it makes zero difference to me. That's just my 2 cents. That's how I plan. That's what works for me. So on that note, let's move on to the pen test. I actually did this pen test last night, but the lighting was awful. So I decided to refilm it. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom you guys in. All right. That's not too bad. Okay, maybe zoom you out a little bit. Okay. So I'll start showing you the pens that I used. So this was the Micron 08. This is a Marvilla pen. So that's that one. That is a Zarza. What was this one? Oh, I forgot what these are called. But this is like a blue-black color. And I actually, why is this in my way? I actually really like these pens. I don't use them often enough. But I like this brand. I digress. Papermate Flare? Yeah, Papermate Flare. That is a regular Bic. Not kidding. I own a bunch of color of these. Because as it turns out, I kind of like the way my writing looks with these sometimes. Depends on the mood I'm in. That's a Muji, what is it? A Muji 0.38. I like these. Very good ones. That is a Uni Jetstream, which is the same as the Hobonichi pen. I have like 3 of these and I don't use them, including the Hobonichi pen. That is a metallic Pilot G2. That is a 2.7, I think it's a gel pen. I'm pretty sure it's a gel pen. And I actually, you guys know I have a weakness for these pens. Don't ask me why. That is a Sakura Decores. These are very, very similar to Jelly Rolls. However, these write much, much better, and especially on pictures. My kids are home. So I actually really, really like these, and I'm considering the blackout just so I can use these. Or the, not blackout, they call it Starry Night. I might just get it, I don't know. Okay, that is my liner because of course. These are the Pentel, this is the Pentel Soft Touch, I think is what it's called. Or Touch. This is just a brush pen. These bleed through a lot for me. On most papers, they're really, really wet writers, so I needed to test it because I actually do use, I used it a lot on my my LB5. That, I don't have it with me, but it's the regular Tombow Furenosuke ones, everybody knows those. That is a heavy swatch of Tombow brush pen on the brush side. That is a heavy swatch of yet another pen, oh no, it's here. Jesus. The Scribbles That Matter watercolor brush pens, or I don't know if they're watercolor, but yeah, they're the same as Tombow's. So yeah, that's that one. Wasn't it? Yes. That is the Tool metallic ink, which again, yes, I know. That is a Platinum 3776 medium nib. I'll explain a little bit more about these suckers. That is a pen I forgot to bring out, but it's one of the Scribbles That Matter watercolor brushes. Aha! These are not the watercolor ones, these are just brush pens, but these are the watercolor ones, which I use a lot. That is actually the Craftsman metallic pen. I wanted to try it because this is like heavy ink. I think it's like oil based. Yeah, it's oil based. So I was like, let's try it. That, which I knew going in was not going to work, but I still wanted to try it, is a Copic marker. Are you even focusing, camera? No, of course you're not focusing. Why would you? Okay. That is one of these Jane Davenport watercolor brushes or markers with a regular water brush. However, I didn't go directly with this on there because these are super concentrated, so I used a palette, but watercolor, you get the point. That is something I use a lot. and that is the Tim Holtz Distress inks. And this is antique linen, and I love this, and you'll see why when I do my next video, or the one after that, I don't know. But I wanted to try this out because I do use them. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna show you. Let's see if I can find it. This is all distress inks. And a stencil I made myself. So, I like using those. This is a Paper Made Ink Joy. These are swatches I made with this pen, with a fountain pen. This is a medium nib. This is a 1.1 stub nib. So, the reason I did that, and this is the 1.1 stub nib. The reason I did that is because the broader the nib, the more wet it becomes and the more ink it deposits. So I wanted to see how long it would take because, again, this is my preferred writing tool. So I needed to see how long it would take for the paper to absorb the ink and just dry out. So this was at 5 seconds. This was at 10 seconds, I believe, 10 or 15. This was at 20 seconds. So I'm thinking about 25 seconds is enough for the ink on a medium nib to be fully dry. Enough to not smear or smudge. This, however, took much longer because this deposited way more ink. Which also made me think, ooh, I wonder if it's gonna bleed through because it's dropping so much ink on the page. So, hopefully this lighting is conducive to this. Obviously, the Copic, I knew that. That is a watercolor. It almost felt like it wanted to bleed through, but not quite. The broad nib fountain pen, fantastic. It did not bleed through at all. There is obvious ghosting. Even the Pentel is like heavy ghosting. But there's no bleed through, not really, except for these two, which granted I knew was gonna happen. But it's good. Like, it's not a excessive ghosting where it's gonna bug me. Not like Tomoe River paper where the ghosting is insane, even on the 68 GSM. I don't know what the GSM is on this paper. I don't know if it's coated. As soon as I find out, I'll throw it in the description box if I remember. Sorry. Yeah. But all in all, it handles a whole bunch of pens real nicely. I like the layout. I think I can work with it. I'm going to try and work with it. I love the edges of the pages. I don't know what that's called. I know. I've had one cup of coffee today and that's it. That's not nearly enough. Is it worth $39? It's pricey, I'll tell you that. Much like all the other stuff. Pockets, pen loops. The usual. So is it worth the $39 that it is? $40, Amazon Prime, free shipping, da da da. Would I have paid $40 for this? Oh, isn't that the question? I think if the layout works for me, which I'm not gonna know yet until I actually work with it. If it does work with me, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's worth the 40 bucks. I would have paid the $40 or, you know, yeah. Cause it's really, really hard to find planner piece. Everybody knows that. Am I sad that there's like no pages for collections and stuff like that? No, I keep that stuff separate anyways. I have a whole separate book for collections when it comes to bullet journaling, so that's not even an issue. Do I see this as a bullet journal replacement sort of a thing? This is nowhere near a bullet journal for me. This is just a planner. No different than Jibun Techo, the Jibun, yeah, isn't that what it's called? I think that's what it's called, the B6 Slim. I know that there's two, but I don't know, the business and another one, I forget. It's no different than that, it's no different than Hobonichi. It's a planner. It's a planner. I do like it. I'm excited to try it. I mean, it sucks that I can't really, well, I suppose I could start it this month. I suppose I could, right? So, next video I do on this, it'll be, I don't know, plan with me, setup, something like that. Which you guys know I'm not a big plan with me video making person because I am simple. I don't do a bunch of stickers. I don't do like elaborate layouts. I don't do no white showing layouts either. Whatever I have in here that was crazy full like that, it's even then, it's minimal. It's really not that much. So I did use it. I did like it. It's proof. I'm just saying. It's proof. Not consistently, but I tried. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll put a link down below. Not an affiliate link. I am not affiliated with Scribbles That Matter at all whatsoever. They just jump in my group, comment on posts, do a lot of thanking us. They are really funny. Whoever's running their Facebook is really, really funny. I love their sense of humor. So yeah, feel free to give them a look-see and hopefully, you know, pick this up or not. But, you know, give it a try. I hope this video was helpful. So I will see you guys later. Bye.